days. What's man going to do this afternoon? So as you will have known, our, well, you may not have known, our 616, sort of technically Timmy's, but we use it quite a lot. It went poof about a month ago, made some horrible knocking noises and stopped. 420,000 kilometres. It's had something wrong with it for a while, so we needed a 2.7 5-cylinder OM612. And they were all really expensive. So I decided not to go and buy an engine. I just bought an ML. So this has done like 140,000 miles. Runs and drives, bit scruffy looking. My friend Tony finished most of it off. But the engine is pucker, starts on the button, doesn't burn any oil, runs lovely. OM612. So all we've got to do is get a 612, a gearbox and a load of useful peats out of this, so that we can then drag it around the back, push it in the hoard and leave it there till we need someone else off of it. So I have employed 4 large Hetras to lift it off the ground, and I am now going to go for gold and tear the engine, gearbox, prop shafts out of it, radiators, sighting stuff, oils, all that sort of stuff, drains, fuel tank, scarf tank of diesel, so that we are ready to drag it round, and then the engine is in here, ready to be stripped down, slightly adjusted and put in a 616 Mercedes recovery truck. Makes total sense. Here we go. Right, so we'll start parts harvesting. Now, these old, what's this, W163 are a good truck. We'll buy cheap 4-wheel drive. You can buy a really nice one of these for a couple of grand. I mean, that purple one, sold to a mate of mine, he absolutely loves it. And they brake fairly well. There are certain bits that are really nice and valuable, like the late series front bumper. Sadly, not this one. It's got 4 big 17-inch alley wheels and a set of tyres that will go again. So OM612. Here is a 7226 HD with a 4-wheel drive transfer case on the back of it. So we'll take that out and put that somewhere. The exhaust is in really good nick. And that there does look like a catalytic converter, so we'll be cutting that off and weighing it in. Here, there's a fuel tank half full of diesel. That'll be coming out of it. I mean, they were quite a piece of engineering. Fully independent suspension. I mean, the sad shame of it is that this truck isn't even rusty. It's just scruffy as hell. And I need bits off of it, so we're not going to feel sorry for it at all. We're just going to take it apart. By starting draining the fuel tank, we'll have the oils out. We'll leave the oil in the gearbox because that should stay there. Just going to take the engine and the gearbox, and the transfer case I think we can have out as one. Man's got a disc cutter, he knows how to use it. I've got to get the front drive shaft out because I've got an well, actually no, we could leave that in there actually. We've got a diff here, separate from the sump. Yes. So we'll probably we'll take this here big shiny drive shaft, this here big shiny drive shaft off, leave that flapping around somewhere. Then basically the exhaust has to come out, a load of earth, electrical and power steering connections, radiators, stuff up the front. Gear linkages, which are here somewhere. I'll find them in a minute. They're here. There, and there's the gear linkage. And then the rest of it is on the electronicals, is on the big twisty plug, hidden in the front there. Yep, that's easy. And we'll just get hacking away at it. Might as well do it on time lapse, see how long it takes me to strip this. Joy. Prop shafts out. Front one removed completely, rear one, the bolts are stiff as hell. I'll leave it there, it's unhatched. Gearbox electrics out. Gearbox selector mechanism out. Exhaust removed. Alternator unplugged. Fuel lines removed. All easily accessible from here. We are draining the last of the diesel out of it. We did drill a hole in the bottom fuel tank. No one's going to want a plastic fuel tank. I've never sold one yet, to be honest. And you'll see the coolants, the last of it is dripping out now. So basically what I want to do now is drop this back to down, and we'll go and whip the rest of it out up there. Might just leave that tub there for a minute, because we'll recycle that coolant, clean it up, filter it. There's nothing wrong with it, it's red and lovely, so there's no point chucking that away, is there? And I think we are almost done, and we are out of diesel. Yep. Not a lot more coming out of there. Get every last drop, mind the price of diesel these days. So what I'm going to start doing now is very quickly getting all of this out here, so airbox can come off and out. We've got the computers and the fuse board and the SAMS module in there. Need to unplumb this tank, things like this. Useful, that's a boost controller, we'll have that. That can come with me now. Put that in the place where we know it is, because useful boost controllers, it's always the thing that makes your printer go all floppy. So they're 130 quid. If we get all excited with a whacker gun, just huzzah all of this out here. Even these radiator hoses are really expensive. So basically, what you will notice is when we strip a vehicle, I do not cut everything. I don't like it. Because what happens is, you chop it off. It's all right if you're just a scrapyard and you're going as quick as you can. Get everything out, throw it away. Better to do it like this. Right, so I'm pretty sure we're all ready to rock and roll. I'll try and find a bit of chain, because most of the bits of chain are chained in Simon's lorry body to a lift. There'll be one here somewhere. And I reckon we gingerly scooch the forklift in, just there, and see if we can fish this out of there. Worth a go. Ta-da! Managed to get it out without ruining too much stuff. Minor kink in the end of the bonnet, but I don't think anyone's going to want the bonnet anyway. Rescue me ratchet. So, 612. 7226. Transfer case. Ta-da. I'm going to strip this off later. I need to pull these manifolds off because they used to be different on the Sprinter. So I'm going to get the old lorry in, sort that out, but that's later. I'm going home for the day now. Thank you very much. 6D diesels.